What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Altknots. Welcome to another day here in the yarn dungeon where I'm all about showing the world that crochet is killer. Today I have some yarn to go ahead and unbox, or unbag, I guess. It's in a bag because it is Hobbii yarn and I'm so excited about this. First off, I want to give a huge shout out thank you to Hobbii for sending me this amazing yarn. And honestly, it was like a perfect day. I really didn't have anything planned, so like I have a bunch of hooks just kind of sitting out and I'm like, you know what? I got nothing else to do. Let's play with some new yarn. This is awesome. Okay, I need to show this, what I'm seeing right this second. Let me show you this. Slime green yarn and red yarn. I am excited for this. Okay, so this is their Black Friday yarn, which it is on their site happening right now. I'll go ahead and pull that up, but like, let's look at this first. Love the tag. This is so freaking sick. I love it. Black splashes on the white tag. Absolutely love this. And then look at that color swirl. Intense slime green all the way to super, super dark green. This is gonna look so freaking pretty worked up. Oh my gosh, I can't even, like, I'm so excited to get started on this. Oh, also it has that easy tab or the easy start thing here, so you know exactly where the beginning of it is. And once you take this out of the tag, which let's just do it right this second, let's pull it out here. You are ready to go. You don't have to like search around for it, which I absolutely love that. 100% cotton, limited edition here. What else does it say about it? It is a number 2 fine. It's suggesting a 3.5 to a 4mm crochet hook, which is kind of perfect because I have used something similar to this that they've had on their site, and that's kind of the range that I went. I ended up layering it up with another type of yarn to make it a little thicker, a little bulkier. Pulling it up on their site right this second, on their main page, you go there and it has a big button that says Black Friday sale. Click on that, and I mean, there's a lot of yarns that are on sale at the moment, but we want, what is this again? Limited edition Black Friday cotton. Okay, so it looks like they have a lot of different colors for this too. There are 12 different color combos for this. That one looks like candy to me, I'm not gonna lie. But originally these are $21.40 for one of these cakes of yarn, and right now they're on sale for $9.10. Now may be the time to stock up. So since it is limited edition, I'm assuming that it's only available for like their Black Friday sale, or like these colors were specific to that. I mean, it has the tag on it and everything, so that is what I would assume. Like I said, I have used this yarn before, but like just in case you're not familiar with this, it is 4 thin strands of cotton all together, and it says perfect for making shawls, because honestly, it really is perfect for that. Just because of how the color gradient goes, you're gonna see the whole thing like transition if you use like one cake here. They actually sent me 2 though, so I could honestly make a huge wrap if I wanted to. I'm not sure if that's the direction that I'm gonna go with it, but if you are into wraps and you wear them frequently, like, yes, this is the perfect yarn for that because of how the color works out. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, there are 200 grams in one of these cakes, so this thing is huge. It does say a tip on here that before you start to work with the cotton cakes, run all 4 threads through a small bead to help the threads stay together throughout the project. I will say I did do that the last time I worked with this type of yarn, and it really did help. As you can see, it's just 4 strands right there, like 4 strands. They're not like twisted together or anything like that, so they definitely do have a tendency to like tangle on themselves or like get in here and like all tangle, but like the bead thing actually helps a lot. So just throwing that out there in case you haven't used it before. Anything else on here? So it says that it is machine washable, but not to tumble dry. Okay, so honestly, if I were to go ahead and make something with this, I'll probably just go ahead and throw it in my washing bag and then throw it in the washer and then just lay it flat to dry. So that's kind of the direction that I'm gonna go, just because of the fact of how it's all worked up and everything. I just wanna have that extra layer of protection for it in the washer, because let's be honest, I'm definitely gonna throw it in the washer. If it says I can throw it in there, I'm totally gonna throw it in there. I'm not about hand washing in any way, shape, or form if I don't have to. So there is that. All right, moving on. I see some red yarn in here. Let's pull that out next. So this is, okay, yes, this is some acrylic yarn. Black Friday acrylic yarn. Let's open this one up. This is an intense red. I'm totally here for this color. I love this so much. 100% acrylic, limited edition, 4 to 5 millimeter crochet hook. It is a number 3 light. Pulling it up on the site here to check it out. Okay, Black Friday acrylic, limited edition. There we go. Originally this pack of 5 is $27, and right now it's on sale for $10.70. So it is 60% off for this 5-pack. This is how I like to buy my acrylic yarn. Honestly, I like to buy in bulk because I use it for things that I frequently wear, especially during the winter time. Mittens especially, because I throw them in the wash and the dryer like constantly, you know? But it does say that it can actually withstand a trip in the dryer on low heat. Normally, I do have all my stuff on low heat anyways, so like that's not even a problem, but I was like, oh, I guess I should probably check before I say, yeah, go ahead and throw it in the dryer here. They do have quite a good combo here. I would say they have like the neutral colors, and then they have some fun papa colors as well. And I think I have another one in here actually. I should have checked that before I got into everything else, but yes, I do have another one. So I have this like go-to mitten pattern that every time I want to make like gifts or I want to make a quick type of mitten for myself, I bust that pattern out, and it takes like, honestly, maybe 30 minutes. It's totally done, ready to go. It looks really good with every type of yarn that I've used so far. So I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do with this. Now the fun part, I am definitely gonna go ahead and start like working these up here a little bit. This one, I don't really know exactly what I wanna do with this, so I'm gonna think on this one. I'm gonna prop it up here and kind of like look at it a little bit, drink a little more caffeine. That'll definitely help me get in my creative mode with some more caffeine, because this is only my first cup of the day, so we need to get going on that. But this acrylic stuff, in order to test it out, I think I'm gonna do some granny squares, because that way I'm not like totally committed to a pattern. I can just do something little to go ahead and test it out and see the direction that I want to go with that. I'm gonna fill up my coffee cup and then I'll come right back and start testing this out. So I may have went a little bit overboard last night and forgot to film because I had a podcast going and was just kind of like vibing. Like honestly, you know when you get in that mode, you're like crocheting, you're like nothing else is happening in the world. This is what I'm doing right this second. This is what happened to me last night. Here's what I got done. So we have lots of squares and I just dropped some. We have tons of squares. Obviously, I'm gonna be making a cardigan out of this now. It's just a really, really simple one, and that's probably why I was like on a roll. I was like, this is so fun. Here's another one and another one, and we're just gonna keep going. I listened to the entire second season of Parkdale Haunts again last night. I can't tell you how many times I've like re-listened to that, but anyways, I re-listened to the entire season. That is why I have all of this done now. I think I honestly only need like six or 9, one of those numbers. That's all I need, and then I have an entire cardigan, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put this all together. So got that one sorted out. It works up so nice though, which is not really shocking to me because I love acrylic yarn. Clearly can fly right through it and get an entire cardigan done. The squares anyways, I mean, I need to seam everything all together, but you know the ins and outs of the construction of making a cardigan. What takes the longest? Seaming everything together. So I'm gonna finish that up tonight though, because I'm really, really excited about it. Did not expect to get that all done, but happy accident, I guess. Now I have this thing left, and I still genuinely don't know what I want to do with it. I keep coming up with so many ideas. I'm like, I could do a cowl. I think that would look really, really cool, but I keep coming to the fact that it's just like really cool color gradient, and I don't really want to break that up. I think I'm gonna combine it with the black acrylic here, this one, and just start making a granny square. Obviously, when I made granny squares last night, everything came to fruition, and I'm like, here we are. I have a cardigan now. Perfect. So I'm kind of hoping that's like the energy that I'll get once again, the vibes that will come my way, and I'll kind of figure it out as I go, you know? Honestly, I don't feel like this is gonna cover this up. I feel like it's gonna add to it because I love these slimy green colors, and black with slime green. Honestly, it's like one of my favorite color combos. I think I'm gonna grab a 6mm crochet hook. This suggests using a 5.5 and this 3.5 to 4, but it's a really, really, really thin one. So I feel like I can kind of smush it down and use a 6. That way I can fly through it. Anyways, I'm just gonna grab my hook here and start working this granny square. Not as much as I got done yesterday, but here's what I have started for this sample. Let's get that out of the way. Behind the piece, that's what I have going. I really love the combo of the black with this like super dark and rich green. I'm loving this. So what I decided that I'm gonna make with this is like a little shrug or a cocoon. I think that's what they're called, like a little cocoon type of thing. Basically just keep on making this giant granny square here, make it super, super big, and then fold it on itself. And that way I'll like seam up the sides, like one, and then on the other side, then there's a place for both my arms to go into. And it's just basically like a wearable wrap, pretty much, you know? I might add like some ribbing to it and stuff like that. All in all, this is a whole brand new project. So I basically have 2 brand new wearables that I was not planning for. So that's why I don't have like a ton done here, because I'm like, okay, let's finish this one first, then we'll come back to this and work on this a little bit later this afternoon probably. A little bit I have to weave that in on every single square and then seam them together. And I might work with like a different seam here. I don't know, I'm gonna play around with it. Like I love doing the mattress stitch, but I think this is like a really fun place that I can like explore with different ways to combine them together because of the fact that it's just like a plain granny square. Like that's it. I feel like I could maybe use the black acrylic, so I could use more of this stuff to combine it together, and that would look really, really cool because it would like super pop from the red. I think that's the direction I'm gonna go on that. Anyways, I am wanting to get started more on this one, so I was like, okay, I need to stop. I need to put this on hold here now that I have 2 brand new projects. It really just comes down to the fact that I love wearables. I love cardigans, sweaters, anything like that. I love it. So naturally my mind is gonna go there, and you know, it's not really shocking in any way, shape, or form. But I am so excited to see how this color like builds out, because with the 6mm crochet hook, it works up rather fast. And I mean, there's a lot of spaces in between each stitch as well, which makes it really, really quick to build up this project in itself. I'll just show you here. So like that's how much I have missing from it. So this stuff goes a long ways. Like obviously there's 200 grams in it, so it's gonna go a long ways. And I feel like I'm gonna have enough with the fact that I have 2 of these cakes, and then I have a ton of this black acrylic. I'm not worried about the acrylic running out, honestly. If I don't have enough for my entire shrug, I think I'll just end up using the black acrylic to do like the ribbing on it. Once again, we'll get there when we get there. I'm gonna start finishing the actual like granny square cardigan, put that all together here first before I dive into any more of this one. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get started here on this granny square cardigan that I had no plans of actually doing here today, but here we are. I have a couple hours left in the day, and I feel fairly confident that I can go ahead and put all of this together here. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and make some more coffee and start powering through this. But let me know in the comments down below if you'd be interested in seeing this worked up into an actual pattern. I mean, I have every intention of finishing this, but like I said, this was like super impromptu and I had no idea that this was gonna be a pattern. Let me know, shout out at me in the comments down below if you wanna see a pattern for it. But that is all I have for you ghouls today. So thank you once again for hanging out here in the yarn dungeon, checking out some new yarn. Have a fantastically spooky day, and I will see you in my next video.